Swamiji writes in a letter to his disciples in Madras. He says, what are you? A race of do-turds. Means a race of people who do nothing basically. And what is the height of young India's ambition? 30 rupee clerkship, he says. This was written in 1893. And now how has it changed? Now it is not clerkship, it is some IT software engineership. And it is not 30 rupees, it is probably 30,000 rupees. But not much has changed, unfortunately. And he says, you trying to memorize stray bits of European brain work, promenading the seashore with books in your hand. Means, those days people used to, he was referring to the Marina Beach in Madras, now called Chennai, where people used to walk on the seashore with books in their hand, trying to memorize those things and get mark, with children cackling at your feet. Because those days people used to get married off quite early. So they had children, they had wives or husbands, and then they used to try to get a decent, so-called decent job. And that is what Swamiji was referring. It has not changed at all. Now it is 30, instead of 30 rupees, it is 30,000 rupees. Instead of clerkship, it is IT software engineership. And instead of children cackling at your feet, it is your WhatsApp messages cackling in your mobile phone. Then he says, is there not enough water in the ocean to drown you, diploma, gowns, etc.? This is also a coastal city. Here also there is ocean. I am trying to draw your attention to that question. Is there not enough water in Juhu Beach to drown all these mobile phones? Don't get me wrong, technology is needed and it has brought marvels and it will continue to bring marvels. But there should be wisdom in using that technology. Or as in Hindi they would say, chullu bar pani mein doob maro. So we need to find purpose. We need to be participative. We need to be dynamic. And understand that the end of all evils, end of all problems is not getting a job. Imagine the dynamism of a monk who had no cares of the world, but when his disciple approached him, he said, why don't you get some masalas from this place and go to New York and sell? I will tell my disciples and they will arrange. So he was also thinking of marketing. He said, go to Banaras, get some saris and sell them. And as we speak, in New York, there is a person who has been selling dosas for many years now. And there is a huge queue for buying his dosas. So why don't we become dynamic? Why don't we imagine things that we can do by being entrepreneurs? Why can't we change the condition that I have to always beg for a job and somebody has to offer it to me on a platter? Why can't we create jobs for others? And while we are talking about as everything is going bad around us, that is one way to look at things. And the other way is to feel dynamic and to try to change those things by doing what you do, by understanding your strength and by believing in you and also by believing that it is possible. And if we do that, then we would have rightly followed Swami Vivekananda. And it doesn't matter how much money you make. It really doesn't matter, but it really matters. You see, when Sharad was introduced, usually we are all enamored by in what school we study, what college we go to. But if homeschooling and a proper perspective can bring a change in your lives, all these brandings pale in insignificance. So what really matters is what really you think about yourself, what you think you can. As Swami Vivekananda famously said, if you think you can, you can. And if you think you can't, you can't. So it's my request to all of you, and it's also my prayer to Swami Vivekananda, that let this dynamism, let his participation, let his vibrant heroism enter into each one of you, and let all of us become messengers of strength and messengers of dynamic activity, and show it through our lives that it is possible. It is possible to become a decent human being, and it is also possible to bring faith and strength into the lives of other human beings. Thank you.